Hi everyone. So in this lesson we are going to discuss how to design, taking into consideration that those designs are going to be coded in the future. So as to save us some rework and also save the developers some time and to make the appropriate decisions right from the start. So first of all, I wanted to share with you a project that we've been working on recently, which is called, it's for a company called ACGG, and they are like a gun makers guild. And in this project, we had a few challenges to face. So first of all, the design itself took into consideration the fact that this was going to be coded right from the start. So if you pay attention to the way the elements are in the screen, you will see that, okay, since you can click on this is a layer, but everything here is grouped so that when developers have to export this to create this here a section, they can export just the group and they don't have to get crazy adding all the different vectors that we have in the image composition. The same goes later on for the image over here. And this rectangle. Okay, so this is something that could be improved. Since we have the image in the background, this could be also grouped with the subtract layer over here, which is the rectangle, so that we can have everything together in one place, and the developers won't have to be like matching all the different parts of the gun. For example, here this is like the this part here at the on the right, and then we have another image for the left part because this is a mask. You can see that the image is divided into two because it looks like it's coming out to the frame. So a good way to improve this would be to group everything so that the developers can export this as a unique image instead of having to export like the different parts of the image and then matching the sizes and the paddings and everything to make it look the same way as in Figma. So this is a way of improving also the quality of life of our developers. So if we do this will save them a lot of time. Then another thing here, another challenge was that the client here wanted to have a status for each of the members, which was if they were currently accepting work or not. And they wanted this to be something that could also be filtered when they look for members in the search engine that they have. Well, we had to consult this with our dev team before promising anything to the client and before designing it as a custom field or something that that could be added into the search engine. So when we discussed this with the dev team, they said this was impossible because of the way the search engine was built. So it was incompatible to have these two things working at the same time. So this would be something that the members could customize, and then on the other side they would be able to search for the members only by state. So these limitations are things that need to be discussed right from the start when the issues arise, so as not to let things sit and not to promise something that we can't deliver later on. So that's why it's so important to not only work in Figma, taking into account that things will have to be exported in the development phase, but also to make the right decisions right from the start. And speaking of groups and everything, sometimes also taking into account that these projects are going to be developed, sometimes there are projects that are more complex than others, and you will have to document the functionalities that these projects will have. So since this is a pretty basic web design, it wasn't needed here, but if you were, for example, designing a web app and it has lots of functionalities, you will have to create a worksheet or add into the current web worksheet the functionalities that each page will have, so that all the dev team will be on the same page with the design team, and we won't miss anything in the transition from one stage to the next.